Yo, what's going on, about Maniacs? About X1's back in the house once again. And yes, I'm 10 minutes early this time. How is everyone doing? Me, I'm doing great. Holiday season almost here. What it up? What's up, cherry boo? Yeah, I want to react to this debacle right here. Um, I've seen not like the whole situation, but okay, I can actually hear myself. Good. I read an article here, and this actually caught my attention because I want to discuss this. But before I discuss this, I just want to say here, if you look at here, it says a Twitch streamer slammed a fan for saying her mom died, but some say he wasn't in the wrong. Okay, for those who says that he wasn't in the wrong, either your children or you're just idiots, because there's actually a lot I have to say about this brain dead bozo right here, this beard faced looking hobo looking piece of garbage of a human being who looks like he haven't shaved or showered in his entire life. But I'm just going to read the article right here because this actually caught my attention. But actually, before I read this article, I just want to say this. My father, my dad, who is still alive right now, but my dad always told me this. He says, son, one of the most important rules in life is don't be an asshole. Whenever you go, right? Is it here or there, or is outside or inside, or maybe it's social media? One of the most important rules in life is don't be an asshole, because the moment you are being a complete asshole towards anybody, bad things will happen to you in a very small amount of time. And he's right. And we're going to look at this article right here. And I did saw parts of it. Again, about this Twitch streamer who's probably one of the biggest pieces of shits I've ever seen. And I'm going to read this right now here. It says here, a Twitch streamer has found himself receiving quite a bit of backlash after an unpleasant interaction with one of his viewers. I want to see a bit backlash. I want to say a lot of backlash because, yes, I did say a lot because it is going viral fast. This article contains graphic content that might not be suitable for some readers. Okay. Canadian streamer, we found the body, which I believe that's the person's name, or Twitch name, whose real name is, oh, wow. Actually, you know what? I ain't going to even say it because I don't want to dox his personal information because dox is wrong. I don't want to be like Nadia. Got into a slightly heated interaction with a viewer who said during one of his streams that her mother has recently died, saying he didn't ask her to share the biggest bummer news in the world. Yeah, that was very disrespectful, very rude, which I got entitled Dishonesty because this bozo right here is a very dishonest person, and he's a real asshole. A video of interaction has since gone viral. Yes, which I was mentioning, with many calling out, well, his name for being insensitive. However, not everyone seems to agree that he was in the wrong. Okay, again, whoever says that he's not in the wrong, either your children or you just complete moron. In a clip shared on Tuesday by fellow streamer Miss Nerdy Curvy, aka Elisa, on Twitter, can be seen. B can be seen streaming with a chat open, showing message from his viewers. This guy is a joke. He is. Oh, hey, welcome back. Welcome, Jack. How are you? You can say his name because it's public. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna end up like Nadia, but which we'll get to that skank later. It's not docs unless you're sharing private information with. Okay. All right. Just curious. Thank you, Jack. And welcome, welcome. I wonder if ZT bitch is gonna arrive. But yeah, let me just since I just read the article, I want to stop screen sharing this. Howdy, howdy. By the way, shouts to my iron board. I was iron clothes, so hey, I like to iron. So, and I want to screen share another thing too. So, let me just screen share one of my favorite YouTubers that I support, and yes, I am subscribed to. His name is Penguin Zero, also known as Critical. So, and by the way, if you actually hear me, please say yes, because I didn't get a new microphone and a new headset though. My headset, the Turtle Beach that I always use, right, that I have for like 2 years, it actually broken aside for using it too long. And my Blue Yeti Nano microphone, I don't want to plug into it no more because of the cables are like a pain in the ass, and it sounds very nasal too. So I'm getting a new microphone as well, both headset and a mic on a budget price. So let me just screen share this. Share screen, audio on, because again, there's a video that I want to react. Where is it? Right here. Yes, share. Let's see if I, we just exit this out of here. Okay. And yes, I am subscribed to his channel. So his name is Moist Critical. Headphones without mic. Well, I got these right here, but they're too not only the cable is too short, but they're like too tight, you know. I got these years ago from Bell's Outlet, but I don't want to use them. It's okay. And by the way, the Turtle Beach headset, I want to show you guys something. I want to show you something. Oh, hello, Kylie, and welcome, welcome. So, oh, his name is Critical, Moist Critical, which I'm subscribed to. All right. Oh, come on, get off. All right. These headphones that I have for 2 years, I used them so much, they broke. You see? They broke because I'm like wearing it too much. And you see right here, it cracked. Yeah, because you know why? Because I keep yeah, I keep using them. That's why I just keep using them. You know, I have for like 2 years this headphones, 2 years. Yeah, I use them a lot. That's why. And you know, the crazy thing about it is I didn't even throw them to the ground. Nah, I just use them so much. That's why. And I do not like the Blue Yeti Nano anymore because the wires are a pain in the ass and it sounds too nasal. That's why. Never heard of that. I've always been a Razer guy. I want to get the Razer Mini mic. Yeah, that's what happened. I used them so much it broke. And the crazy thing is, right? Gorilla Glue, nah, too messy, But I'll pass. But thank you though, thank you, Cherry. But yeah, I'm gonna react to this guy's stream because I can't find the original video of the angry Twitch streamer that was Marcus fan. So I'm going to react to this person, and I'll be right back too.
Right now, there's a Twitch streamer getting tomatoes thrown at him all across Twitter for a clip that's going viral of him having an embarrassing and horrible response to one of his community members answering a question that he asked them.
In Spanish, and it's chef's kiss. All right. Curvy, where the fuck have you been? Oh my God. Well, tell you what, Miss Dirty Curvy, you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to talk about it in my chat.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And this is why I say earlier. My dad always told me this earlier. You know, when I was little, right? To just a second ago, right? To the people that just came in, I mentioned this that when I was little, My father always told me, do not be an asshole in life. Like wherever you go, outside, inside, school, college, whatever I'm going to, doesn't matter if it's like McDonald's or going to a club, even social media right now. He always told me, son, one of the most very important rules in life is do not be an asshole. Because if you do, a lot of consequences will happen in a very short period of time, in seconds. That's what he told me when I was little, and told me, he says, do not be an asshole. And he's right. And look, this guy's being an asshole to one of his fans. Hey, what's up, Nick? And look what happened. I'm going to play it. Look what happened.
Because it's Friday, and that is a whole big bucket of bummer.
And his response is a big barrel of butt cheeks. So to give context to this situation here on the lore, this was a regular viewer of this streamer, an avid supporter who had taken a bit of a hiatus and was unfortunately going through a very hard time with her mother passing. So when he saw that she was back, he asked her, "Oh, where have you been?" To which she just answered honestly, her mother had passed away. So, it was a bit of a tough time. That's why she was taking a break. And then for some reason, this must have input a cheat code into the streamer's brain that just sent him into like debate club. He, for some reason, then just goes into like this TED talk about how you shouldn't answer his question if your answer is something sad because it brings down the vibes of the stream. It's baffling because you had asked her and she just answered your question honestly. I'll play a bit more of the clip before getting into it, but I want to make it clear early on that I understand a lot of streamers have a similar perspective where you don't really want someone in chat that's just talking about like a really traumatic experience they're going through because it's not really the place for it and the streamer's not the therapist. Like, I do get that perspective.
And I'm sorry for your loss, but we're not doing that in my fucking chat. Thank you. Well, okay,
What a
Mr.
dick.
You said, no, that's fine. You asked, so I told. No, I didn't ask you to tell me the biggest fucking bummer news in the world. I said, hey, what's up? How are you? You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Kirby. When something really bad is going on in your life, and in a public forum, someone asks you, hey, what's up? How are you? There are two acceptable responses. Good, and you know what? I'll make it through. That's it.
So you want to just talk to NPCs that only have two dialogue options. Okay, then why bother trying to communicate with a human being? Like, okay, give them a script. Make sure your community has the acceptable answer script to my stupid questions. I don't actually care where you've been. And like, just tell me one of these two canned responses. Like, this is so fucking dumb. And I also love the audacity. Let me give you a lesson here on how to handle my questions going forward. It's just so laughable that he's acting like some kind of social savant here about how to handle public conversations and what you're allowed to say. You're a fucking Twitch streamer, man. All of us as streamers are not exactly the most socially gifted. Like, let's just face the facts here. So why are you trying to act like the authority on the matter here, as if you're some kind of social guru who's now giving a lecture to your community about what is and is not allowed in a public conversation? It's fucking goofy. It's very silly.
How are you? Good? Or, you know what? I'll make it through. Awesome. Love to hear it. See, there you go. Or Prom's response. Yeah, I said, Prom, how are you doing? She says, I'm alive.
You know what's just as easy as those two responses is you being able to respond with some level of empathy like, oh, man, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Or, damn, that's awful news. Stay strong. Or, man, shit, that's terrible. Hopefully today's stream can lift your spirits a bit. Like, you also have equally easy responses to, like, instead of dwell on the negative here and for some reason try and shame her for answering your question honestly, you could have just as easily had a very simple and empathetic response to it and moved on from it. But instead, now you're putting all of it on her and blaming her for bringing down the entire atmosphere, as if she somehow forced you to enter your goofo mode here, your insano style tantrum that you're throwing. Like, it is your fault. You could have either not asked the question if you didn't want like real answers, or you could have had some level of empathy and just given like a general decent response like, damn, awful news, sorry to hear that, stay strong. And then just go about like a good vibe stream. Like, it's super easy.
Oh, I asked you where you were. Look, Mr. Kirby, I'm just subtly trying to tell you that unloading really heavy news in people's chats on Twitch is not like good etiquette. It's just, it's not the place to do it. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Well, Cherry, I want to answer your question. I don't have a problem with people. I mean, I don't really have a problem with people getting subs and views, because I will admit I'm that kind of person sometimes. But what I do not do, right? What this bozo just did, what I don't do is insult my own fans like this asshole did. I do not insult my own fans like that. The only time I will insult probably like someone like that is someone asks me like a very unnecessary question, because especially I've been having trolls a few times, you know, coming to my chat, ask me unnecessary. They sub to my channel and they sometimes ask me unnecessary questions or the same mistakes. Probably I will go off, but you don't really see me doing that at all. Maybe like a few times, but not like this douchebag right here, dog. Here, because this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable for sure, though. Yeah, he didn't really care. No. Shit. I mean, as volunteer, I go out. I never even really think about like that. That's what exactly one sentence. One sentence. This guy made it so difficult.
Heavy news like that, when someone asks, hey, where have you been? You don't need to tell them, well, my dog died, my husband left me for a younger woman, my house burnt down, and my car got stolen. So I've been a little bit busy. That's why I haven't been around. Because it's like, oh God, like,
oh God, your bad news is making my easy job just a little stressful, because now I've heard your fucking bad news. Like, oh,
what an asshole!
Like, can you have some level of shame? Can you stop having bad things happen to you and then share it with me when I ask? Like, fuck, God, where do you get off? What a stupid perspective, bro. What are you talking about? That's not even what they did. You asked them a question and they gave a simple response to it. Now, for a little further context, she, in her first response, accidentally led with like a laughing emotion. So she led with like LMAO because she was responding to like a joke he had told, and then answered his question about her mom passing away. She got a little concerned that it was going to be misconstrued like she was joking about that. So then she clarified again that no, like it's just been a rough time. It's just been horrible. So she said it like twice or 3 times in total, but it was never to dwell on it or try and treat him like a therapist or treat chat like it was a self-help subreddit or something. She just answered his question, but didn't like her first answer because she thought it might get misconstrued. So then just said like, no, it's just been bad, and that's where it was. She didn't try and like keep pressing it further or anything. For some reason, he did. He took it and ran with it and made it an overwhelmingly negative thing, and then shamed her publicly in front of the entire community for it, which is so fucking weird and terrible thing to do. Now, like I said in the very beginning, I do understand the perspective of not wanting your community to treat it like it's like a therapy session where they're dropping really heavy things going on in their personal lives.
Shit, I'm talking with my mic is off. God damn, I got to start all over. To answer your question, Cherry, now I want to look stupid on video. Yeah, I no. I just had it off on mistake. Now I'm gonna go look stupid on video, but that's okay. Screw it. I got 10 viewers, so let's continue. To answer your question, Cherry, there's nothing wrong by axing, but the Twitch streamer, he said it the wrong way. That's what I'm really meant to say. You know, when my mic was automatically turned off. Now I gotta have some people laughing at me, but screw it though. More views for me. What should we call it? There's nothing wrong with axing. He just said it the wrong way. That's why. That's what I meant to say. But whatever. Let's keep going.
dives into the Twitch chat or asking you to solve the problems for them. I do agree that that is just not the time nor the place, and that's not going to help the person.
Yeah, like Jack
That's not going to help them or anyone else around you.
Jack.
That needs like professional help and someone to actually be there and qualified to give real helpful advice to that person. That's
you're right. He didn't
and
really
Twitch
care.
chat is the last place you want to go for
asshole.
anything real. So I do agree, like that is never a good case, like that's never a good situation to be in. But that's not
If someone asks, like, hey, what's up? Where have you been? And it's heavy, just be like, I had a bunch of shit going on, so I've been lying low for a little while. Got it. That's it. I'm not trying to rip you a new ass.
Yeah, not trying to rip you a new ass, just trying to embarrass you in front of the entire stream. The lack of self-awareness here. Buddy, that is kind of exactly what she did, but instead of just saying, I've got some shit that I'm going through, so I was lying low, she said, well, family member passed away, so I was lying low. That's it. She didn't continue to like go through the nitty-gritty on everything that happened. She did almost exactly what you said, but was a little more specific on exactly what that shit was. But in essence, it's the same thing. Would you have still melted down if she had said, I had a lot of bad, horrible things happen, so I was laying low for a bit? I don't think so. You probably would have just given a normal, like, decent human response, like, man, sorry to hear that. Hope that shit clears up soon. Why couldn't you have had that same level-headed, rational response to her just being a bit more specific with what that horrible thing she was going through was? She didn't just dump everything on you and expect you to you know, like coddle her or do something special. Like, she just answered your question. So this is where the viral clip ends, but he did have a response to this, and it's really worse than you're probably imagining. But before getting to his response, I want to hit you with a bucket of cold water to shock you with some statistics here. 93% of all Twitch streamers pull less than 5 viewers, so anything more than 5 immediately puts you in the top 6.7% of the site. These are old numbers too. These are from 2021, so I imagine this is only grown. So why am I bringing this up? Well, because the streamer who right now is catching more tomatoes than the goddamn Heinz ketchup factory is not a huge streamer. At least not by most people on Twitter's definition of a big streamer. He has around 55 average viewers, and to put that in perspective, that does put him in the top 1% of Twitch, at least based on the numbers I'm seeing. Because again, the vast majority of streamers are streaming to actually 0 people. Crickets. You have better luck getting your old high school classmates to watch your Facebook live stream than you do getting found on Twitch and starting a community from nothing. So everyone that's just writing them off as a nobody and fuck small streamers, who cares what they are saying or what their opinion is, I hate that perspective, and I will always hate that perspective. The mentality around numbers is so like fucked up these days that they can't recognize how big of a number 55 average viewers is. Like, yes, it's not the biggest streamers on Twitch, but that's still a pretty large number when put in perspective with how big the market is and how saturated it is. But this ties into the bigger point I want to make on the back of those numbers. The market being as saturated as it is, carving out a community being as tough as it is, the last thing you want to, and I've already seen it from a couple of his subs, some people were saying how disappointed they were in him. And that's a really big deal, because when you have a really tight-knit community, once the viewers start feeling like you don't actually give a fuck about them at all, or that you're kind of a piece of shit, they probably won't stick around because there's so many other streamers that they'll just go to. So this will potentially end up being a huge problem for him. His first response was this on Twitter, where he's just taking full responsibility for being an asshole, which I guess is fine. Like, he's just saying, yeah, I just was a real piece of shit here. But then 12 hours later, he made an apology video and doubled down on everything from his initial Twitter clip.
Firstly, it is well known in my channel that I do not tolerate heavy news, drama, or trauma dumping, if you will, being entered or dropped into the chat. This has been discussed and explained and made clear many times while I've been live over the last 4+ years that I've been on Twitch. The people that come to my channel often, they know this. They see it all the time. So that's something that I want to make sure everyone understands. He directly blames her for violating his terms of service for being a chatter, basically saying that very strict rules, you're not allowed to kill vibes with bad news or anything drama related or heavy. Okay, then don't ask questions that could potentially lead to like someone being honest with you, man. Not everything in the world is going to be sunshine and rainbows.
So why ask a question to your viewers that they might just be open about if you don't want to actually hear it? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, and why are you blaming her? You're fucking blaming the victim here in this situation. What a terrible look. When you had already in your previous tweet sang a very different tune, where you're like, yeah, this one's kind of on me. I was a douchebag. What changed? All of a sudden now, you woke up this morning and you feel like you're not a douchebag, you're a superhero. In fact, she's the villain because she didn't follow your strict chat rules.
This is not the first time that she's violated the expectation that people not share heavy news in my channel. The frustration from having her argue in chat that she was, quote, just answering my question, even though she's been spoken to about this type of thing before.
Calling this an apology is a disservice to apologies. He is literally just justifying his reaction and saying it's all her fault. She violated our expectation of her in chat and then said she has a history of doing it. And in her statement, one of her twitlongers, she clarifies a bit deeper on what he's talking about. And he's pretty misleading with the way he portrays what happened here. Again, you asked her a question, she answered it. So the quote, I was just answering your question, is very accurate because that is all she was doing, man.
Frowned upon. Dude, I'm getting follows right now. From Joe JCKS. Bro Chacho, welcome to the channel, dude. Thanks for the follow. Yeah.
He even acknowledges that maybe he should edit that out and then decides not to. He should have edited that out. That's what a big yikes moment there. In your fucking apology, not an apology, in your blaming, pointing the finger video, you get a follower, take a moment to say thanks for the follow and like just call out the follower during this. What a bad look. How could you not recognize that as a potential problem? But regardless, the actual video he has made here is not a good response. It is somehow even worse than the initial one with the doubling down and trying to justify it. Like, just have an obvious common sense level-headed response like, yep, I overreacted. This was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. I don't even know what I was thinking. I must have just been in a bad mood. Like it was just so easy to move on from this. But instead, you doubled down, and now you look real silly for it. That's about it. So, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Stack. Oh, man. Damn. By the way, I left Critical's channel link down in the description so you can check it out. Yo, but this is what I'm talking about, man. These streamers, like, I mean, I know I'm not perfect. Oh, yeah, I want to share this one more, too. Hold on. I want to show you videos that that you never seen yet. Okay, let me just put this on pause. But yeah, there's actually one more. Well, I want to get you one more clip of that dude, and then we're gonna get to the Nadia situation. I totally agree with you, Jack. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Let me just hold on, let me just X this out because I want to screen share this. Share. Okay, now this is Optimus, one of my other favorite YouTubers that I watch. But we're not going to watch the whole thing this time. We're going to watch a certain video or something like that. Right here. Okay. Oh, yes, that's going on tonight. You know what? Speaking of Giants, the Giants really disappoint me these past 3-4 weeks. Like, I'll watch it probably maybe like 9 o'clock. I don't really want to watch the game because, again, the Giants has been a really letdown. But I really hope they win this time. I really hope so. Let's see. What I was about to do? Oh, yes. This is another YouTuber that I'm subscribed to, Optimus. There's a video that I want you to see, like a short one, and then I'll get to Nadia, which I really despise that woman. She's one of the biggest liars I've ever seen it here. And for those who know me, I hate liars, and she's a horrible person. In fact, Nadia is actually a lot worse than Susie Liu. I remember that I made a video of Susie Liu like back then, years ago, but Nadia is a lot worse. But let me just play this one video from this guy, and after that we can get to Nadia.
Respect, dude. What did you think was going to happen? All right, so there's really not much else to his video here that I want to respond to. I think it's pretty much just fucking done. I've made pretty much every point out of it clear that I can. But like I said, I want to show you guys a 42-second long clip from the day his apology dropped on Twitter and everything. Right now, remember, he was really remorseful for how he treated this girl, right? He realized he took it a step way too far. He even put out his apology on Twitter. He mentions it in this apology video for Twitter. But let's go ahead and take a look at this clip and see what he really thinks.
I know you know about what's happening lately, you know, on Twitter and stuff. And I just want to thank you for bringing some people to the channel. And hopefully, like, if you could, and this is part of the prayer, just make them not be a bunch of whining pussies. Like, if at all possible. I know you can't control the internet and people have free will, so they're going to do what they want. But, like, if there's something you could do to make sure that, like, just a bunch of whining, sniveling, obnoxious, annoying little bitches don't come to the channel, that would be really fucking cool. But if they do, that's okay. That's fine. I can handle it. I'm just, you know, asking the big guy for some help.
Oh, that's weird. This is a sudden change of energy, man. This is like wildly different than how you were acting on Twitter when you were apologizing to everybody, saying you were sorry for how you acted and everything, and, you know, basically apologizing to the girl and everything because you were annoyed and how you shouldn't have been such a douche, right? That's really weird, man, because that energy that you had on Twitter is completely different than the energy you have in this clip, bro. What's that about? Could it be that you were just pandering to the audience and you were just lying about your apology so you could get people off your back and so you could try and save face a little bit? Is that a possibility? Is it a possibility that in this clip, you know, when you were finally getting a little bit of a reaction, your body was being a sensitive pussy and you didn't want sensitive pussies and whatnot in your chat and following your channel, and you were just praying to the big man upstairs that you didn't have to deal with these crybabies? But then those same crybabies you're calling out in this clip are the people you were pandering your false apologies to, trying to scrape together whatever is left of your career. Pretty incredible, man. Just the energy shift here is wild. I don't know if you knew that this clip still existed or if it was really going to become popular and kind of get out there or anything, but they kind of got your ass, bro. You got caught in like 8 million K this time, dude. So to wrap this video up, this guy is not sorry for anything he did. His apologies were completely bullshit. His response to the situation was completely bullshit. And essentially everything he has said and done now is to increase the amount of profit that he gains from this situation. He doesn't care about how this makes him look. He doesn't care about whether or not people are going to want to tune into his content anymore after this whole situation. He just cares about the immediate pop and attention around his name that he's gotten because everybody's criticizing him. But here's what you forgot about, dude. Here's the problem. In a couple days, everybody's going to completely forget about you, my man. You're already a very small Twitch streamer. Let's keep it a $1.50 here, man. Like, I'm looking at your profile right here, bro. Like, it's not like you're some fucking big shot on Twitch. You know, you're not fucking doing crazy numbers. You don't even have 10K followers yet, which, I mean, having thousands of followers is pretty good, right? Like, that's pretty decent. But at the end of the day, man, you ain't no fucking Pokimane. You ain't no Kaisenat. You ain't no fucking XQC. So let's go ahead and settle down a little bit and let's get the ego in check. Talking about all these new people coming to my stream. Yeah, they're coming to your stream for the one time so they can see just how much of a dick you are. And when 95% of them aren't entertained by your stream, they're simply going to leave the stream and never come back. So whatever little pop that you've had on Twitch over the last few days, that shit is going to be short-lived, my boy. And when it is finally over with, I think you're going to be left scratching your head a little bit. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, talking about the guy on Twitch who was being a dick and signing out.
Yeah, that's about it for now. Let me get to the Nadia, because again, there's two people that I want to react, And I'm not going to expose because it's been done. But this video right here, Nadia's apology for doxing, is horrible. I'm not going to play 2 videos. I'm going to play just one. If you want to watch the other video, again, there are links. It's linked down in the description. Go check them out. And by the way, in case if you didn't know what she did, she doxed one of her viewers because one of her viewers was trolling her, accused of her cheating. To tell you the truth, that's the only thing I know about Nadia is her cheating scandal in Call of Duty Cold War. What was it, Cold War? I think that's, I know it's War. No, not Cold War. Warzone, not Cold War. It was Warzone. Yes, it was Warzone. That because I'm not following her. I'm not subscribed to her. I only found out because of her cheating scandals in Warzone. That's the game, Warzone. Not Cold War. So sorry, I get that confused, people. Hold on, let me just screen share this one more time to put audio in it. Share system audio, yes. So yeah, Nadia's a horrible, terrible person. She's a lot worse than Susan Lou, which I actually did a video on years ago.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are going to be responding to the Nadia response, I guess, to the entire situation. If you haven't seen my video yesterday, I recommend that you probably watch that video before you watch this one, because I go into depth and respond to pretty much everything that initially happened in this entire situation. But if you don't want to watch the entire video, I'll go allegations of her cheating and hacking in video games and whatnot. I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of cliff notes so you can at least understand pretty much what happened and be able to have at least some sort of ground level knowledge as to what really went down in this entire debacle. So popular Call of Duty content creator Nadia has basically gotten into a pretty big controversy online. Now with Nadia, there's constant allegations of her cheating and hacking in video games and whatnot. It's probably, if we're being real, what she's most famous for at this point. Like, people are constantly accusing her of like using cheats in Call of Duty to basically grind content and be good at the game, you know, make it look like she's way better than she actually is, so she can have like an online following and whatnot and make money by playing the game. And this basically spilled over recently on her stream, where somebody had donated her $1 and said something along the lines of like, have fun cheating or nice job cheating, you know, referring to the allegations that are constantly being made against Nadia for basically playing COD. Now, that's not really the focal point of today's video. I'm not here to prove or disprove the cheating allegations. We're actually here because of her response to the entire situation in the first place. So like I said, this guy comes along, he donates $1 and says, nice job cheating. Well, Nadia actually got really mad about this, and a clip ended up going viral on social media of her basically doxing this guy. So what happens is, if you use PayPal, apparently it gives your full legal name attached to your PayPal account to whoever you send money to. And in this case, the troll used his personal PayPal account to send her the $1 donation, and she got pretty mad about him accusing her of cheating, and she read his full government name off on stream and even went as far as to spell it out so people in her chat could look this guy's name up if they wanted to and get more information about him. It was obviously malicious. There's literally no other reason why you would share somebody's information like that and then go as far as to say something like, oh, here's how you spell his name in case anyone really wanted to know, right? Like, that, it's pretty obvious what this was all about. She got mad because someone made a joke she didn't like, that she's probably tired of hearing, and so she essentially doxed the guy. And it's created this massive online debate of whether or not it was actually doxing or if it was right or wrong, because she was only banned off of Twitch for a few hours because of this entire situation, and that in and of itself has already become a completely new drama where people are chiming in on. But Nadia has uploaded a 2.5-minute long video to her YouTube channel called Why I Got Banned on Twitch. Now, in this video, I haven't watched it yet, so I don't really know what to expect, but if there were a few things I would probably hope are in this video, obviously I would think she has to apologize to the guy that she doxed. There's really no excuse for doing what she did, and at the end of the day, even if the guy was trolling her, I don't think it was serious enough to read off his government name on stream over. Most people kind of seem to agree with that and be on that side in this entire situation. But at the same time, we got to remember this is an influencer / content creator apology video. So at the end of the day, we've seen this same song and dance how many.
You know, I find it funny that 2 Twitch streamers, right? That angry Twitch streamer guy that we just reacted, Nadia, both Twitch streamers, right? Happened on the exactly same day. I mean, these Twitch streamers, a lot of times they're such attention whores.
Many times now. I'm assuming that if anything, there probably won't be that much addressal of the issue, and if there is any addressal of it, it's just going to be basically deflecting what happened and pretending it wasn't that big of a deal. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Nadia's apology video. But before we go any further, I want to say if you do support the channel, go ahead and head over to shoptimus.net, get yourself a shirt, get yourself a... Go ahead and take a look at this video.
In today's video, I want to address something that happened to me this morning. I woke up this morning and I got a knock from my roommate, Dante, telling me that I was banned on Twitch. I was very confused. I really didn't understand what happened. I mean, I just woke up and to be honest, I thought he was like pranking me for a second and looked at my phone, the bunch of messages saying that I was banned. I was terrified. Like, I can't imagine what I do in 2 weeks of not streaming. I love streaming. I don't even like to take days off because how much I love it. I look forward to this every day. So when I saw that, I genuinely was scared and it was probably one of the most terrifying moments of my life. But I got banned on Twitch for 14 days. And here's the reason. I got banned for sharing personal information about somebody. So I kept getting a donation that popped up on my stream labels. And it was a person that was sending me hate and the name was anonymous. And they did it 4 times. I was confused because one, I'm just...
Okay, that's horseshit. Well, the name, she says the name is anonymous though, but you know his first and last name because it popped up. So that there's a red flag. That there's a lie. Let me continue.
Just like, okay, the first time, you know, I do get hate on donations sometimes because, you know, they think it's funny to just have it pop up on the screen. And I usually do get that. This is not new, but I haven't had somebody do it 4 times.
All right, so she's saying that this guy basically donated 4 times, trolling her, sending her quote-unquote hate. I just want to point out, it wasn't really hate at the end of the day. Like, all the guy really said was have fun cheating. That
Exactly. That was not hate. That was construction criticism. Huge difference. If you can't handle that, Nadia, especially that other bozo, then social media is not for you. Simple as that.
Was what was just fucking too far for her to hear, which might I add, like I said, it's basically the thing that's gotten her famous at this point. Like, there would not be any Nadia if there wasn't cheating allegations. It's the biggest part of her online persona. And what's funny is to prove this, I even went to like her TikTok account and she has like a shit ton of content on there where she's like playing into the joke of her cheating, you know, like she's editing on red boxes and stuff on the video to like kind of troll people and make it seem like she's cheating or whatever, so she can like farm impressions on social media and shit. So she actively plays into this joke that she's like a cheater and she uses walls and boxes in the game and stuff like that to cheat. But then when someone donates her like $4 in total over 4 donations, being like, hey, have fun cheating, nice job being a hacker, apparently that's just far enough at that point for her to go literally so full out that she doxes somebody. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me, dude.
Sounds very hypocrisy to me.
Like, I mean, you can't play into the joke and then simultaneously get upset that the joke is being made. Like, if you're going to make social media content, especially in the gaming industry, you're going to have people who hate on you and they're going to accuse you of shit. And like in the Call of Duty community, cheating accusations are wild, dude. Like, everyone who plays the game gets accused of cheating, you know? Like, I mean, dude, you can go into a random team deathmatch and get like 25 kills and some 7-year-old will scream in the mic about how you're a hacker and call you the hard R. Like, it's just how the Call of Duty community is, bro. Like, you just get called a cheater regardless. Like, if you're good at the game, there's going to be accusations. Like, it's just that simple. And I'm sorry, I just don't feel like 4 donations of somebody trolling you and literally giving you money at the same time, too.
I don't see 4 donations from him. I only see is 1. That's it. There's 1 donation from that person.
Is worthy of going into the PayPal transaction, finding their government name, and then releasing that maliciously to your stream. Like, it's just not an excuse. And like, she in the video,
No
she's like, oh,
excuse.
well, I got banned for sharing personal information. It's like, yeah, that's literally what you did. Then you went on Twitter, tried to pretend you didn't know what they were talking about, like you didn't know that this situation happened. And then when people in your comment section on Twitter started calling you out for it and telling you what.
I had to pause this. Do you see what I'm talking about? She just playing stupid pretend she know what she's talking about. I hate people like that. People like that are terrible, scummy people. And for those who knows me, again, I hate liars. And she's trying to lie her way out, but she got caught red-handed. I hate liars. For real. And I'm not going to say I'm sorry because that's the truth. I hate liars. I hate people that try to play dumb, did what they did, and then pretend that they don't know what they do. I hate people like that. I seriously do. People like that, you need to get away from me.
What you did wrong and telling you how you shared personal info, you started hiding their replies so that it couldn't be seen. So not only did you fuck up the first time when you just doxed somebody.
Can't handle criticism. Leave. Nadia, you could go fuck off for all I care.
For trolling you on Twitch chat, you then tried to play victim, and then on top of that tried to silence people criticizing you and calling you out.
I hate people like that.
When I saw that,
I hate people like
I was honestly really irritated, and in a moment of weakness, I said, when you get a donation on your phone, the name of the person pops up. So I said the person's first and last name. And I just want to point out that all I did was say his first and last name. I know that there's rumors going around that I leaked the address of the person, but I didn't. I only said their first and last name. But looking back at it and having the time to reflect, I realized that wasn't the best way to combat the hate. And I should have played into it how I normally play into like hate comments and stuff, how I troll them back, but I didn't. And like I said, in a moment of weakness, I kind of just said what was on my mind. And I realize now that I shouldn't have done that. This year has been one of the craziest years of my life. And there's a lot of stuff that happened to me. With streaming, I blew up. My life has changed completely. And with that came a lot of good things, but then also, the hate that came along with it. And I mean, like, if you go look at my TikTok comments right now, they're mostly hate. And I do play into it. I'm not trying to play the victim card.
All right. I just once again want to point out, right, because now she's saying, oh, in a moment of weakness, I did this. I realized what I did wrong. I shouldn't have done that. It sounds good on paper. This sounds like a decent apology, right? It sounds like she's taking accountability for what happened. She's finally addressing the fact of the matter. Like, oh, hey, I did something wrong. I basically doxed somebody. There was rumors going around that she did share the guy's address. I was going to mention this in my video, but I couldn't confirm it in any of the clips that I saw. So I didn't mention that because if there's not really any proof of it, I don't want to just be on here saying that. So I'm glad that that was kind of clarified. But at the same time, once again, to kind of circle back to the main point I'm making here, just the other day when she got banned on Twitter, right? Like when it basically broke on Twitter, because like there's accounts that like tell you when partnered.
I told them, hey, Mom, I spent 8 years on this degree, but I hate it. And I really want to change jobs. I'm sorry. I know this sounds crazy. I ended up going with Practicum.
Twitch follower or streamers like get banned, and like people started talking about it and everything. She came to Twitter and played victim and acted like she didn't know what was going on, right? And it's the exact same day that this video came out. So within a matter of hours, she randomly and wildly transitioned from playing the victim, pretending she did nothing wrong, hiding any criticism made against her, even if it wasn't like a personal attack against her and it was just stating the facts of what happened, and then basically flexing on people when she got unjustly unbanned by Twitch with pretty much no explanation, even though she literally violated their stated community guidelines on paper. And then a few hours later, when she realized like, oh shit, this isn't going away, people are actually kind of mad about this and they're criticizing me for it, and this is like kind of low-key a stain on my online career. Now all of a sudden we have a 2.5 minute long apology video on her channel where it was a moment of weakness and she apologizes for it and she realizes she did the wrong thing. Usually people don't come to such a wild conclusion, within a matter of hours. So once again, I just want to point out that this is only being said after the fact, after, basically she was getting cooked on social media for hours on end. People were saying, even big streamers like Asmongold were saying that she should actually be suspended and that she violated the rules. Like, this apology video, like let's say hypothetically, right, that this somehow flew under the radar and like nobody called her out for this, you know, people weren't making videos about it, shitting on her for it, there would be no apology video. It's that simple. There would be no goddamn apology. If this wasn't a potential threat to her career in any way, we would not be seeing this video. So is she really sorry? Is she really realizing the mistake here? I don't think so.
What I'm saying is, though, is I'm still trying to learn from it. I made a mistake, and I do apologize to Twitch, and I appreciate them for unbanning me, by the way. Thank you very much. And I want to continue this, and I know in continuing this, I'm going to continue getting more hate. So I need
I know I have a Twitch account as well, but Twitch community rules are so broken and biased. And that's really messed up to let a scumbag, dishonest person like her just get away with it. That is messed up. That is messed up.
To learn how to deal with this. And I'm going to. And I appreciate everyone that still supports me and understands that I am human. I don't know where I'd be.
If you want to support Nadia, that's fine. But I'm just saying the only kind of people that supports her is simps. I'm just being straight honest here.
Without you guys, like I said, I really appreciate everyone who supports me. And I'm sorry if I let you guys down today. I promise I won't do that again. And I'm still learning. Thank you. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.
All right. She specifically says here, oh, I'm not trying to play the victim card, yada, yada, yada. But I mean, that's pretty much exactly what you were trying to do. I mean, you say you're not trying to do that, but literally like 8 hours before this video came out, once again, and I know I'm kind of just beating a dead horse here, but you were on Twitter playing the victim and pretending you didn't know what happened, right? Like, oh, how did I get banned? I was sharing people's personal info.
What? Yeah, exactly. No. Like what you just said, like people that play dumb, like what they did and pretending, you know, I hate people like that. I seriously do.
No, you knew what you did. And that's what it comes down to. You knew that this was a problem. You knew you did something wrong, but you didn't think the backlash was going to be as harsh as it was. And then now that the backlash is as harsh as it was, all of a sudden, you know, it's a completely different tune from you. Now you're a human. Now you make mistakes. Now you're just trying to learn the social media game because you've only blown up in the last year or so. And let's be real, and I hate to say this, it doesn't justify people like harassing her in her comments and shit like that. I know some people obviously take things too far, you know. There's always going to be that like 1% of people who are like taking it way further than it needs to go, you know, death threats, harassment, shit like that. But the hate you get is around cheating allegations, something that I think is somewhat easily provable, right? Like, I'm sure that there's a pretty foolproof way out there to prove you're not cheating in a fucking video game, right? Like, I don't know, but let's be real. You owe your career to these cheating allegations. Like, you have everything you have. This big blow up you've talked about over the last like year, 70% or so of it has simply been because of the cheating allegations. I've never heard anyone talk about Nadia and them not bring up the cheating allegations. I've just never seen it. So you literally owe your entire career to this, but now you want to pretend that it's something that's going to get you frustrated mad. Like in this video, you're like basically saying that you get so much hate comments and you don't know how to handle it. Well, that's funny because like I said, you're on TikTok playing into the joke repeatedly on the content that I've seen, just taking a 5-minute scroll of your profile. You're playing into the hate, you're playing into the jokes, but then this guy donating like $4 and saying have fun being a cheater was apparently the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, no, that just doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. That's just not true. There's no fucking way because it's nonsense. That literally just doesn't make any sense. So you can play into the joke, you can make the joke, you can have fun with it. But if other people give you money to play into the joke and have fun with it, then it's worthy of doxing them. I want to point out because there's like basically like a Google Chrome plugin that you can get that actually puts the dislikes back on YouTube videos, and I have it, right? So I looked at this video on Chrome. The like to dislike ratio is pretty bad. So there's almost 5,000 likes and only 2,000.
Not surprised one bit.
That's a
oh, wow.
Of this video, there wasn't literally one single negative or critical comment of her in this entire video's comment section, right? The feedback and the like to dislikes is almost triple the amount positive. You know what I mean? Yep, it's just, it's incredible to me, man. Like, literally no one criticizing her. Nobody's saying anything negative whatsoever. You know, it's basically just shit like, oh, this is a great apology, or Nadia doesn't deserve the criticism. You're awesome, Nadia. Keep going. Keep pushing through it. you're awesome to watch. We all make mistakes. It's like, this is the only quote unquote apology video, if you even really want to call it that, where I've seen such a negative response and reaction to it, but the comments are just so universally positive, which leads me to believe that she or some moderator or something on her channel is basically deleting or hiding the negative comments. And the reason that I also really believe that this is probably the case is, like I said on Twitter, when people were criticizing her and saying what she did wrong and whatnot in the responses, she was hiding their tweets so you couldn't see them. So I'm supposed to believe she wouldn't do that in her YouTube comments too. I don't know, man. It's just, it's insane to me. It's just, I don't know. It's incredible how this whole thing works, man. Like 1 second, you know, you don't know why you got banned. You're avoiding the criticism. You're acting like you didn't do anything wrong. You finally get banned on Twitch for like 37 minutes and 14 seconds. And then, you know, within a couple hours, you have an apology video out directly apologizing to Twitch and all this other shit, right? I don't know. Call me a conspiracy theorist, I guess. But yeah, I just don't buy this for real. So with that being said,
she is a Ryan terrible person. That's why I don't watch her. Titles. Nadia's apology for doxing is Nadia's apology for doxing is horrible. It is. It is. She's a terrible person. I mean, wait, the titles. Wait, hold on. You mean the titles from my stream, or do you want the title for my streams or Optimus?
Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, reacting to the Nadia apology and signing out.
Well, that's about it. That is about it. Those are the two videos that that I want to react. But yeah, this is messed up. This is messed up. I can't believe she did something this terrible and Twitch just let her go like that. Can you see me clear? At least gotta be the lights. I was planning to buy a new webcam, but I'll do it after the holidays. 57 minutes. You know what? I'm gonna wait until ZTB comes here, or ZT bitch, which I like to call him, because he is my beautiful bitch, just like me. I'm a worthy bitch. Anyway, so let's see. I think he's gonna. So I think he's just busy working. So other than that, that's about it. It's almost to the 1 hour mark. I got some people watching. Oof. So anyway, since I got some people watching, how's everyone doing today? Since I just finished reacting to those two videos, two of the worst YouTubers, Cherry, Jack, Jules. And I know Nick's here to watch the football. Speaking of football game, let's see how the New York Giants are doing. I mean, I wasn't planning to watch New York Giants game because they let me down. Okay, first quarter, 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Giants 0, Commanders 0. So it's a tie game. Okay, let's see. Eagles beat Bears, not surprised. Broncos beat. Oh, Broncos finally won. Oh, good. Raiders beat the Patriots. Cool. Chargers beat the Titans. The Titans are slipping. Bengals beat the Buccaneers. I wanted the Buccaneers to win, but oh well. Okay. Saints beat Falcons. Yeah, the NFC South are very, very weak. Browns beat Ravens. Oh, no, rest on tackle, man. Bills beat Dolphins. see. Okay. It's very quiet in the chat. I got 5 people watching. 39 minutes. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna call this a stream, right? Those are my reactions of the fake apology videos. If any questions, just comment down below after the stream is finished. The moment it hits this 1 hour mark, I am leaving. And I gotta focus more on my gaming content. Walkthrough part 2 of Dead Rising 4 is coming, but more Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I want to see more Assassin's Creed though, because for some odd reason, even though Christmas is almost here, I'm still getting more views on Assassin's Creed more than Dead Rising 4. So apparently a lot of people want to see more Assassin's Creed compared to Dead Rising 4. So that's cool, you know. Assassin's Creed is a great game. I like it as well. So we hit the 1 hour. So other than that, this is about X1, Biological X1. Rate, comment, share, subscribe, hit notification, be part of Biomaniacs. I am going to buy new equipment soon. I'm going to buy a budget gaming headset because my Turtle Beach headset broke and this is not working out. I'm also going to get a new microphone. I'm going to get a Razer product because I don't like the Blue Yeti products no more. They sound so nasal. So what means nasal is like you hear a bit more of background noise or a little bit more high pitch when you say a word from the end, right? Like you said like a word, right? Any word like hello, how are you? Like the word low, like the end words are with the R-A-R-E, how are, right? When you said R, you hear like this little noisy echo sound in the end, right? You, my day is going, like the word ing, right? Going, right? Like you hear like a little nasal. So yeah, I'm not gonna use the Blue Yeti Nano no more because it's too nasal and I can't stand the cords. So I'm gonna buy like a Razer microphone. Mostly the Razer Siren Mini I like, you know, because it's like less cables and it reminds me of a bit of a Blue Snowball, and I did say a bit of a Blue Snowball because it's not so complicated, which my Blue Snowball broke a couple of years ago, but that's what a Razer Mini sound reminds me of, so I'm going to get that. I'm going to get like a budget gaming headset, and if you want me to get like a new webcam, let me know. See if this webcam's already, because I got extra lights here. These lights that I'm using right now, they're like brand new, so that way I like that sharpness, the sharpness of it. So that's why I'm planning to buy a new webcam, which I will do that last. So, all right. So peace out. Have a good one. All right. And more gaming content is coming soon. So cheers.